Hey, today is September 3rd, so there are 8 more days until the homeschool family starts. I shouldn't say the homeschool family, I should say homeschool classes, but actually they are a big family, and we always have a few kooky uncles and quirky cousins, but it's a great group of kids and parents here on Mondays. Let's see, yesterday we finished off by talking about a car accident and how devastating it was, and how that my grandmother had asked my pastor to pray so I could go to heaven because I was really badly hurt and I wouldn't be the same pay that they had always known. And if you remember, the third time the Lord spoke to my pastor and said, "She's not going to die, I have a job for her to do." Well, in between times, back in the hospitals, they shifted me from a very small private hospital to a larger hospital about 45 miles away. And I don't remember any of this. I was passed out during all of this. But they had put one of my friends, whose mother's a nurse, in the ambulance with me. And she just kept trying to irritate me, so I would just keep trying to fight. We got to the bigger hospital, and it's Deaconess Hospital in Evansville, Indiana, and got checked in, and I don't remember any of this. And so my mother goes over there too. Well, my mother and I were very close, and we're still really, really close. And they would get a blood pressure, and seemed like the pulse would be okay, and they'd come out and say, "Well, Mom, I think that Kay might be okay. She might live." And then they'd come back and they said, "Well, we've lost her again." And this went on, and my mother, bless her heart, passed out every time they said I was going on. And so she had her own, very own emergency room bill. So things progressed. My pastor came over and told my mother that I was not going to die. You know, it's really hard to pass on somebody else a knowledge that you know, but they don't know, especially when it comes to a mother and her kids. And so this went on for quite a long time. And finally they decided to go ahead and put my legs in traction. We'd broken the bottom vertebra in my back, a bunch of ribs, pulled off the right side of the spinal column below my waist, broke femurs in multiple places. So they decided they would put me in traction. And so they moved me from the emergency room to ICU, and they put me in traction. And so, when things really bad happen in your life, it's kind of hard to hang on to dreams. I told you the Lord gives you the desires of your heart. Well, He gave me that dream, the desire of my heart to be a band teacher. But suddenly, when it was life and death, that didn't seem nearly as important. And to my mother and my father, that didn't seem important either at that point to them, because life is much more important. And I tell my students, private students and my homeschool class students, that music is really, really important, but it's not everything. And you have to keep your priorities straight. You have to know what the really important things in life are, so you don't get thrown when bad things happen to you. Well, tomorrow I'll tell you some more about this and tell you what God did with that dream.